Blessings, shalom, fam. Welcome to the channel. My name is Crystal. For those who do not know, the Lord told me to come and give a little quick word. It was actually about a word that I gave. I was checking on all my videos. It was posted about 3 months ago when the Lord was talking about restoration. Now, today he was revealing it through my cat. I was actually going to write it in the community post, but the scriptures that he wanted me to read from Deuteronomy, it was just too long of a post. So I'm just going to come on here and do the video instead. So I'm just going to tell you this story and what the Lord was revealing it to me. So now this is a now word. I know one of the words that I posted 3 months ago, like I said, it was then, but God is saying the time is now. So he was, like I said, he was revealing it through my cats, and I'll tell you the story. So what happened was, okay, I've been saved for just over 4 years now. And when God called me, he told me to forsake everything. So I forsake my job, I forsake the house that he gave me, my cat that I had, and along with other things. And I knew it was God, and I didn't listen to anybody, and everybody thought I was crazy for stepping out in faith and going where God told me to go, which was going to a different country that I didn't even know anybody, and so on and so forth. I knew it was God, so I took it. Anyways, short story is, since he's called me 4 years ago, I've been moving from place to place. So within 4 years since he called me, I've never had a bed to sleep in, or a bedroom like privacy. It's just always been on the couch, or an air mattress, or a little mattress pad on a floor type deal thing, but it's never like a privacy, like a bedroom, like how everybody else has. So I was always being bumped from place to place, from Canada to the US. In the US, it was different states that he's called me to. It's been more than one, but only in the last year and a half, almost 2 years, it will be pretty soon, that I've been in one place. So what I'm getting at as this place, that where God put me now, and I know it's just temporarily, everything always has an end date. But anyway, so when I was blessed with the place that I am now, I was presented with a bedroom and an own bed. So I don't tell anybody my innermost, but this is just as a testimony, just like a little one. So that night I ended up crying because I was so grateful and thankful that I don't know how many years I've been waiting for and praying for, to have a real bed to sleep in and a bedroom all to myself. So I took that all in. It was just amazing. So what I'm getting at was last year, okay, so remember when God told me to forsake everything, I left my cat behind, okay? This is the part of the story. So last summer, there was a cat that had babies out in the backyard, and she had 3 babies. So I was kind of sneaking food, dog food, to the cats. I didn't want anybody to know, because we're not supposed to feed cats in town where I am. Anyways, I couldn't help myself. I just felt led to feed the cats, and the next thing you know, I caved in and said I was feeding the kittens dog food, and the person caved in, and it was all God, because the person ended up buying cat food. So I was feeding the kitties in the back, and long story short was there was 3 kittens, but one of them is just, I took to. It was just something about that cat. And one day when I went to go and feed her, I heard the Lord say so strongly and saying, you are going to take care of that cat. That cat is yours. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay. But I took it. I believed it. I received it. So I'm telling you, for the whole few months, I was just kept on saying, can we have the cat? Can we have the cat? And they're dog lovers. So, and there's already 4 dogs in the house. So just imagine how much more of a thing that would be, having more animals than that. Anyways, because I knew what God said, I knew it was going to happen. So I was like, my birthday was coming up, because my birthday's in September, and I was just saying it all nicely. Oh, for a present, for my 39th birthday, I would love to have a cat. That's what the Lord told me to say, and I said it. So, and the person finally caved in, and I was able to get the kitten. So I went on Amazon, I ordered a trap, and I was able to catch her. So I caught her, and it was such a God thing. I'm telling you right now, there was no way that the way how it all happened, that it would have been normal, like a normal getting an animal, right? This was truly a God thing, because they have like the huge dog kennels, because they have golden retrievers. So the kennel was huge, and I brought it upstairs into the spare room. So I had the cat in the trap. I brought the cat inside with the blanket over top so the dogs wouldn't see. They obviously knew I had something, so I put the cat in the spare room. Oh, one of the dogs, Min, she was just going crazy over because she knew something was in the bedroom. So I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to scare the kitten or whatever. And the kitten was scared of me because it's never been patted. It was a feral cat born outside. So I heard on a video to take a sock. So I took a sock, one for the cat, one for the dog, and I just rubbed each other, their scent, and then I switched the socks, and then, yeah. So I opened up the cage, and I ended up doing that. She was scared at first, but once I started patting her, it was like game over. She loved it, and yeah, she was not afraid of me anymore. She took to me so quickly. But the dogs wouldn't stop, crying and stuff. So I'm not kidding you, that same night I ended up taking the kennel into the bedroom where I was, and there's not enough room in there, so I took the kennel in there. And I will post a couple pictures that are on the community post when I'm done this video, just to show you. And the dogs, well, two of them out of the four, two of them, Min and Rebel, they would not leave her side. They were sleeping beside her on the cage. They would not leave her alone. They were just protecting her. It was just the most adorable thing ever. So I'd take her out of not take her out completely out of the cage, but I'd open it, hold her, and I'd let the dogs smell her. They were all fine. I'm kid you not, the next day, by the next afternoon kind of type deal thing, I ended up opening the cage. I felt in the spirit to just open up the cage and let the cat out, because we were upstairs. So I just put a baby gate so the kitten wouldn't be able to go downstairs. So that's what I did. So I let her out, and the dogs were sniffing her. She wasn't even afraid. She didn't even run away. It was truly a God thing. And next thing you know, boom, they were all in love. 4 dogs to 1 little kitten. So it was truly a God thing. So back then the Lord was talking to me about, how he was restoring 1 cat. So this was before I started the ministry, what God told me to do. But he was showing me, I'm restoring you what you have lost. So that cat that I lost, when God told me to forsake everything and leave everything behind, so God was restoring 1 cat. Okay, so I got that. And he revealed that to me last year. So then today, I'll send you the picture. I took a picture of my cat baby. That's what I named her. And the way that she was sitting, the Lord was speaking to me, and he was saying double, like showing me restoration. First it was restoration. So he was like, the restoration is now. So as I was going to type in community post about God was saying that he is restoring everything that was lost and taken away from you, just like Job, everything will be restored back to you. So then as I was typing, I was writing it through the community post, and then I started talking about the other cat. And the other cat, the God was showing me double restoration. So I was just like blown away from that too. So God did not bless me for 1 cat, God blessed me with 2. So what I lost the 1, he replaced it with 2 in return. So this is what God is saying. He's restoring it. The time is now. And because you waited, and you waited more than what you were supposed to wait, God is restoring double. And I spoke in that too, double for your trouble, also restoration. So the 2 are in 1. So, because I was like truly praying for another cat. And the way how it happened, that was a God thing too. There was no way that she was going to allow another cat in the house. I had 4 dogs and a cat. That's like 5 animals. But just how it happened, I'm telling you, it was truly a God thing, because well, I'm gonna say he's kind of like a grandpa, but it's one of my friends is grandpa. Yeah, grandpa. Hang on, somebody. Hang on, I'm gonna pause it. Never mind. Anyways, so back over at the house over there was a kitten that kept on coming in. It was like 3 months old, but I noticed that every time we'd go there that the kitten looked pregnant. I didn't want to say anything to anybody because I'm like, man, they'll freak out if they see this stray cat coming into the house pregnant. And then so me and the roommate, we ended up going there one day, and the cat, I guess, had a baby and had a newborn baby in its mouth and was gnawing at the door. And they're like, don't let it in, just give it food. So I opened up the door to give it food, and the cat just bolted inside. So it was a kitten having a kitten, and we didn't know what to do. And I'm just like, Lord. So we were able to, the roommate, the one that I'm staying with, she allowed for us to bring the cat and the kitten home, but I wasn't allowed inside. So I had like a dog crate outside on the porch. I put cardboard around and covered it. It was summertime, it was hot outside, so the cat was allowed outside for a while. And then I think like after like a few weeks she got all soft, and so God allowed for the cat to come inside into the spare room with the kitten. So I took care of the kitten and the other cat, and now the kitten is into a good home. It was one of her friends' home. He's so cute. Anyways, so we ended up keeping the mummy. I call her Mummy Kitty. So just how it all happened. I'm telling you. So now I got 2 cats. So that's enough for me. But anyways, just telling you that the little story that God is restoring a double. So he told me to read Deuteronomy 33, verse 3 through 13. Sorry, I'm just reading on my phone here. I don't know which translation it is here. It doesn't say, but I'm supposed to read it from. I was going to read it from the NIV, and God's like, no, so I'm going to read it, okay? And I'm going to start from verse 3, and it says, God, your God will restore everything you lost. He'll have compassion on you. He'll come back and pick up the pieces from all the places where you were scattered. No matter how far away you end up, God, your God, will get you out of there and bring you back to the land your ancestors once possessed. It will be yours again. He will give you a good life and make you more numerous than your ancestors. God, your God, will cut away the thick calluses on your heart and your children's heart, freeing you to love God, your God, with all your whole heart, soul, and really live. God, your God, will put all these curses on your enemies who hated you and were out to get you. And you will make a new start, listening obediently to God, keeping all his commandments that I'm commanding you today. God, your God, will continue. God, from verse 9, God, your God, will outdo himself in making things go well for you. You have babies, get calves, grow crops, and enjoy all around a good life. Yes, God will start enjoying you again and making things go well for you, just as he enjoyed doing it for your ancestors. But only if you listen obediently to God, your God, and keep the commandments and regulations written in the book of Revelation. In this book of Revelation. Nothing half-hearted here. You must return to God, your God, totally heart and soul, holding nothing back. Hang on. Okay. This commandment that I'm commanding you today isn't too much for you. It's not out of your reach. It's not on a high mountain. You don't have to get mountaineers to climb the peak and bring it down to your level and explain it before you can live it.
Somebody looking for you?
Okay, sorry, I got cut off there for a second. I don't know where I was. Verse 13, and it's not across the ocean. You don't have to send sailors out to get it. Bring it back and then explain it before you can live it. No, the word is right here and now, as near as the tongue in your mouth and as near as the heart in your chest. Just do it. Look at what I've done for you today. I've placed in front of you life and good, death and evil. So again, too, Lord is exposing the enemies, but God is also blessing its restoration. Restoration is now. Receive it, whoever this word is for. You'll know that it is for who it. You'll know if this word is for you, is what I'm saying. So receive it. God is saying it. The time is now. Restoration is here. Double for your trouble. I hope you guys are having a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Shalom.